Smoking took me over. How cigarettes hooked me and I can't quit. It was a stifling summer morning in Tucson, Arizona, the kind where the sun scorches everything and the dry air stings your throat. I was 16, sitting in the kitchen of our crumbling apartment. Cracked tiles, a noisy fan that barely cooled anything. My mom, Diane, was across the table, sipping coffee and smoking a Marlboro 100, same as every day. The ashtray was already piled with stubs, and the smoke drifted up slow, mixing with the smell of stale coffee. I stared at her, pissed off, stirring my cereal. For years, I tried to get her to stop, nagged about the stench, lectured about black lungs, begged her. Nothing worked. She'd just look at me with those blank eyes and keep puffing. That morning, I'd had it. I could tell she felt my anger, she always did, even if she acted like she didn't care. But I was done talking to a wall. While she watched the news on our little kitchen TV, I got this crazy idea. Not some genius plan, just pure frustration. If she wouldn't quit, I'd show her how stupid it was. I'd smoke too. I didn't want to, the smell made me sick, and I hated how it owned her, but I figured if she saw me with a cigarette, she'd freak out and ditch the habit. I reached over, grabbed a Marlboro 100 from her pack, slid the ashtray closer, and snatched a silver Zippo. I stuck the cigarette in my mouth, lit it on the third try, and pulled the smoke in. It tasted awful, bitter, chemical, like licking burnt rubber. I coughed hard, nearly spilling my coffee, but kept it between my lips, pretending I knew what I was doing. She didn't notice at first, too caught up in the TV. It wasn't until my fourth puff, when I blew the smoke her way, that she turned. "What the hell, Lauren?" she said, faking shock. "You've been bitching at me for years about this, and now you're smoking? You're not allowed." I gave a dry laugh. "I'm almost 16. I'll do what I want. But this isn't for me. I'm showing you how nasty this is. I'll smoke till you quit. You don't care about your body, but I know you care about mine. No decent mom lets her kid turn into a smoker." I thought I'd nailed it. She went quiet, her face stiff, and I figured she was about to cave. But then she hit back, too calm. "If I thought you'd actually become a smoker, I'd quit right now. But just playing with the smoke in your mouth? That's nothing. Keep up the charade if you want. It doesn't faze me." My plan fell apart. She'd called my bluff, and I was stuck. If I wanted to shake her, I'd have to inhale for real. That'd get her. But just thinking about sucking that smoke into my lungs made my stomach churn. I knew it was wrong, knew it'd hurt. The cigarette was half gone, and I wanted to smash the stinking thing out, but that'd be giving up. So I copied her, brought it to my mouth, pulled the smoke, and tried to inhale. It felt like a punch to the chest. I coughed so hard I thought I'd choke, spitting it all out while she stifled a laugh. I tried again, slower, and held it for a second before letting go. No cough that time, but my gut twisted. I bolted to the bathroom, nearly puking, and stood there panting, thinking how dumb this was. But I couldn't back down. I had to prove it to her. I spent the school day plotting. Mom's Marlboro 100s were too harsh. I needed something I wouldn't choke on every time. Some girls at school smoked Marlboro Lights, and I'd heard the 100s were milder. After class, I stopped at the Exxon on the corner, grabbed bread and milk to blend in, then asked for a pack of Marlboro Light 100s. The clerk didn't blink, just said, "Pack or box?" I mumbled, "Pack," bought a cheap lighter pack, and left, feeling the weight of it in my backpack like a secret. Mom left a message, "Working late, home by 7. Chickens in the fridge. Make dinner." Perfect. I had time to practice. I set the pack on the kitchen table next to hers. The Marlboro Light was white, cleaner looking than her gold one, less intimidating. I tore off the cellophane, ripped the foil, and tapped it on my wrist. 2 filters popped up. I lit one and pulled the smoke, less brutal than the morning, but still rough. I inhaled slow, and my chest burned, but I didn't cough. I let it out, a thin stream rising to the ceiling. Did it again, and again, pulling deeper each time. By the 7th drag, my head spun, sickening, but with a weird calm underneath. I stubbed it out halfway and sat there, waiting for the nausea to fade. It wasn't good, just bearable. When she got home, I was ready. We ate chicken and mashed potatoes fast, and she lit a Marlboro 100 right after. I grabbed my pack, lit a light, and inhaled in front of her. No cough, just a smooth exhale. She looked surprised and said, "You're serious, huh? Okay, I see you're inhaling. Give me till Saturday to figure out how I'll quit." I nodded but added, "I'll keep smoking till then to keep you honest." She agreed, and I thought I had the upper hand. Wednesday and Thursday followed the same beat. She'd get home from her insurance gig, light up, and I'd join her, inhaling carefully. After dinner, I'd have another, but never finished. My stomach still flipped, and I didn't want to push it. But it was sinking in deeper than I'd planned. Friday afternoon, alone at home, I stared at the pack on the table. No homework, nothing on TV, just restless. I lit one without thinking. Inhaled deep, and this heat hit, not just my chest, but lower, a shiver I didn't expect. I locked myself in the bathroom, cigarette in my mouth, and messed with my jeans. Another drag, smoke in the mirror, and my body lit up. Fast, intense, a rush I couldn't shake. I stubbed it out, freaked, but it stuck with me. Saturday, I figured it'd end. She'd lay out her quit plan, and I'd stop too. But with morning coffee, I lit one without even noticing. Inhaled hard, felt the smoke fill me up, and the coffee tasted better. Bitter blending with bitter, and I liked it. Really liked it. When we talked, she said, "I'll quit in 5 weeks, with patches. I'll drop from 2 packs to 1, then cut 5 a week." I said, "Fine. I'll smoke till you're done." But as I spoke, I lit another, and she didn't fight it. I was up to 5 a day, more when she was around, and it wasn't just about her anymore. I'd feel this itch if I went too long without. Hands twitchy, chest tight, like something was missing. Monday, my pack ran dry. I hit the Exxon again, 2 packs of Marlboro Light 100s, and the scrawny clerk chatted me up. "Smoke here if you want," he said. I lit one right there, and he stared, every puff, every exhale like I was a show. It felt weird but kinda strong. At home, I smoked another in my room, that heat creeping back. I couldn't stop myself. The rush came again, tied to the smoke, and I knew I was in deep. I tried quitting cold turkey once, went a whole morning without lighting up, swearing I'd drop it before she did. By noon, I was a mess, shaky, pissed off, head screaming for it. I caved, lit one, and inhaled like it was air. The relief hit, but so did the truth. I couldn't quit. It owned me now. Weeks rolled by, and I lost control. 8 a day. Morning coffee meant 2 before school, 1 after, more at night with her. Fridays with her wine, I'd hit 10, maybe 12. I'd try to skip one, tell myself I didn't need it, but an hour later, I'd be clawing for the pack, heart racing, body begging. Once, I hid it in a drawer to test myself. Didn't last half a day. Dug it out, smoked 2 back-to-back, hating how good it felt. Sunday, we went to a Mexican diner. "Smoking or non?" the waiter asked. "Smoking," I said, no hesitation, but I'd forgotten my pack. I bummed a Marlboro 100 from her, and that first drag after hours without was heaven. My whole body relaxed, but I hated needing it that bad. I bought my own pack from the machine, feeling eyes on me as I walked back. By Wednesday, it was over. She caught me in my room, 7 butts in the ashtray, pack in hand. "Need to talk?" she asked, smirking. I took a deep drag, blew it out my nose and said, "I'm done bugging you. You were right, it's crap, but it's so damn good. I'm hooked, Mom. I can't stop. I try, and it's like my body fights me. And the messed up part? I kinda like it now." She chuckled. "No worries, kid. Want me to grab you a pack?" I nodded, lighting another. It wasn't about her anymore. It was me, the pack in my pocket, the smoke I craved, this pull I couldn't shake. I'd lost, and I wasn't even mad. just stuck.